Hello everyone, I'm Rinku Dhiman, working as an assistant professor in electrical engineering department at RPIIT Technical and Medical Campus Karnal. So today I'm going to discuss about the thyristor protection circuits. So in thyristor protection circuit, as we already discussed, thyristor protection is very important against the over voltages, over current, or change in voltage and change in current, or different triggering techniques as well. So one by one we'll discuss over here number of thyristor protection. First of all, we must be understand what is the thyristor protection circuit and why we have to need it. So for the reliable and satisfactory operation, the specified rating of SCR should not exceed due to overload. So as we know that every device have its limit for its capacity of voltages and current. So for reliable and satisfactory operation, specified rating of that must not be exceed due to some overload changes or overload transient or some kind of an abnormalities we can say. So due to reverse process in SCR during turn off, the voltage get overshoot, and in that case short circuit occur and large current flow through the SCR which may damage the device. So that's why we have to need protection at that time. Okay, because we know that when we go, on the thyristors, there are also some temperature increase in the junction, that is also known as thermal triggering. During thermal triggering, over change in voltage triggering, and so on number of triggering we have already discussed. So the voltage get overshoot at that point, and due to that maybe the short circuit will occur and the large current will flow through the circuit and that will get damaged. So we have to protect that device at that particular time. So various we can have a different number of technique for SCR to protect it. The one is your DI over DT protection. So change in current protection we can say, change in voltage with respect to time protection, and over voltage protection, over current protection, and thermal protection. So one by one we'll discuss all these kind of protection technique over here. So the first one is our DI over DT protection of SCR. So when the thyristor is turned on with the application of gate signal, anode current is start flowing through the SCR, right? So this is the clear. When we on the thyristors, the applying the gate signal, anode current start flowing through the SCR. So it takes some finite time to spread across the SCR junction. Okay, so if the change in current, that is di over dt, okay, if it will increase at a high value, the current spread in a non-uniform way throughout the our thyristor junction, so it will may create the local hotspot. Okay, so this local hotspot will increase the temperature of our junction, so that will may lead the overheating of the device and it will get damage the device as well. So in order to resist this high D over DIT rating, we have to apply the inductor in series with the thyristor. So this is the inductor we have to apply it in series with our thyristor initially, so it will limit the current in the thyristors during its own process, right? So we can say that SCR DI over DT ratings are range between 20 to 500 ampere per microsecond. So that is the limit of the SCR to work it in the safe zone, right? So this is our change in current, that is Vs over Ls. So the current will be flow over here, that is Vs, and this is our Ls. So the current flow across this Ls will be our Di over dt. So this is our Di over dt protection. Similarly, dV over dt protection of the SCR include the change in voltage during its thyristor turn-on process. So SCR voltage is forward bias when J1, J3 is forward bias and J2 is the reverse bias. So in that case, J2 will behave like a capacitor. Okay, so if we'll apply this voltage and will increase this voltage with respect to time, the charging current start flow through the J2, and that is sufficiently high to turn on the thyristors without any gate trigger signal. And this is referred to our dV over dt triggering as well. And this may be get worse and worse if the this dV over dt is increased further in a high level, we can say that. So that high level will damage the circuit by flowing the high current through the thyristor. So we have to need a RC snubber circuit over there. Okay, so this RB snubber circuit will be look like this one. So this is the R terminal, this is the C circuit. So we have to apply this thyristors with across this one. snubber circuit. So this snubber circuit include our R, C, and a freewheeling diode. So what will we do if the switch is closed at t is equal to 0? The rate of rise of voltage across thyristor is limited by the capacitors. Okay, and when the thyristor is turned on, discharge current of the capacitor is limited by resistor that is shown in the figure PV cans. So the thyristor, it will protect these thyristors by limiting this change in voltage. Okay, so that is bypassed by this capacitor as well. So this is all about our dv over dt triggering. Thank you very much for listening. Please stay tuned with us for more videos on thyristors protection, and please like and subscribe our channel. Thank you.